Hello children, how are you? I hope you all are safe. My name is Annapurna, working at TTWRJC Girls, Jadcherla, Mahabubnagar district. In a family, to solve problems and welfare of the family members, there is a head in that family. Like that, in a village or state or a country, we need a head or leader. Now, who should be the leader? A senior person or a rich person or next generation of the previous head? None of these. Why? India is a democratic country. In democratic country, people have a right to choose their leader. People choose their leader through elections. Today, our topic is elections in India. Elections in India. In this, we are going to discuss about history of elections in India, types of elections, local body elections, state elections, parliament elections, election process in India. First, history of elections. History of elections in India. The Election Commission conduct elections in India. The Election Commission came into existence on 25th January 1950. It is an autonomous constitutional body. The Chief Election Commissioner is the head of the Election Commission. In India, in the year 1951 and 52 was the first general elections to the Lok Sabha held in India, conducted under the provisions of Constitution. In these elections, Indian National Congress won and Jawaharlal Nehru became the first democratically elected Prime Minister of India. In these elections, the people who are aged about 21 years are eligible to vote. Later, in the year 1988, the 61st Constitutional Amendment reduced the voting age from 21 years to 18 years. Next, types of elections. Here, in this, we have three types of elections. Three types of elections. First one is general elections. And next, midterm elections. And next, by-elections. Under general elections, there are local body elections, state assembly elections, parliament elections. Let us discuss about in this detail. Usually, the general elections are conducted every 5 years. First, we will look at the administrative structure in India. In this central government, we have parliament. In this, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha are there. And state government, we have legislative assembly and legislative council. And local bodies. In local bodies, we have rural areas and urban areas. In rural areas, Jilla Parishad, Mandal Parishads and lower level Gram Panchayats are there. And urban areas, municipal corporations, municipal councils and Nagar Panchayats are there. Okay. First, we will discuss about local body elections. The local body elections are formed under Corporation Act 1835. Under Corporation of First, local body elections. Local body elections are formed under Corporation Act 1835 of Panchayat Raj system to provide essential services in every small town and village. Gram Panchayats are divided into wards. Gram Panchayats are the lowest level of Panchayat Raj institution under 73rd Constitutional Amendment of 1993. Gram Panchayats are divided into wards. The ward members also referred as Panchayat members. A Sarpanch is the head of the village. To contest in this election, a person has completed 21 years of age to eligible to contest as a Sarpanch ward member. And during voting, the voters of in the village cast 2 votes. One is to elect Sarpanch and one is to elect ward member. The Sarpanch and ward members choose one of the ward member as deputy Sarpanch or Upa Sarpanch. And next, 20 Gram Panchayats. About 20 Gram Panchayats comes under Mandal Parishads. The member of Mandal Parishad is called MPTC. MPTC stands for Mandal Parishad Territorial Constituency. Mandal Parishad Territorial Constituency. And all Mandal Parishads come under Jilla Parishads. The members of Jilla Parishads are called ZPTCs. ZPTC stands for Jilla Parishad Territorial Constituency. Jilla Parishad Territorial Constituency. The members of Mandal Parishads and Jilla Parishads are directly elected by the voters in that village and some are nominated. Next, municipalities. Next, municipalities. There are 3 kinds of municipalities depending upon the size of population. Here, Nagar Panchayats, and municipal councils, and municipal corporations. Nagar Panchayats consists of 20,000 to 40,000 people. And next, municipal councils. Municipal councils consists of 40,000 to 3 lakh people. And municipal corporations. Municipal corporations consists of above 3 lakh people. Above 3 lakh people. Urban areas also divided into wards and divisions. The representatives are called councillors in municipal towns and corporators in municipal cities. The mayor is the head of the municipality. Who is the head of the municipality? Mayor. Mayor is the head of the municipality. The corporators are directly elected by the voters and the mayor is elected by corporators. And next, state assembly elections. Next, state assembly elections. Here, the state legislative is divided into 2 chambers. One is Legislative Assembly and second one is Legislative Council. The members of Legislative Assembly are called MLAs. MLA stands for Member of Legislative Assembly. And next, the member of Legislative Council are called MLC. MLC stands for Member of Legislative Council. The members of Legislative Assembly are, the MLAs are directly elected by the voters in that states. We know the villages are divided into wards. Like that, the states are divided into constituencies. In Telangana, we have 119 assembly constituencies are there. 119 assembly constituencies are there. And to contest in these elections, a person must be a citizen of India and should be 25 years of age. A party with majority votes, is called, become ruling party. The members of this party choose one of them as their leader. He will become the chief minister. Okay. The chief minister select MLAs from to the party to be ministers. Together all are called cabinet. Okay. All are called cabinet. The members of assembly, the MLAs, all MLAs together elect one of them as speaker. The speaker conducts the assembly meeting. Here is a case study. See this picture, see this table. The table is for results of Telangana in state assembly elections. Here different parties are there. Party A, B, C, D, E and F. 6 parties are there. And the number of elected candidates. The number of elected candidates is, total number of elected candidates are 119. These 119 candidates are called MLAs. Here number of elected candidates in party A is 75, party B 17, party C 10, party D 7, party E 6 and party F 4 candidates are there. Here which party gets highest number of elected candidates? Party A. So party A will be the ruling party and other parties are opposition parties. And here in these 75 candidates, one is selected as chief minister and one is speaker, and the chief minister select the MLAs as his cabinet ministers. Next, Legislative Council. Legislative Council. The second house is called Legislative Council. The second house is called Legislative Council. In India, only 7 states are having Legislative Council. The states are Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Jammu and Kashmir, Andhra Pradesh, and Telangana. And Telangana. Before formation of Telangana, in Andhra Pradesh, the Legislative Council started in the year 1958. In the year 1958. And was till 1985. After in the year 2007, it start functioning again. It start functioning again. The Legislative Council is a permanent house. The members of in this council are called MLCs. Their tenure is 6 years. Their tenure is 6 years. Every 2 years, 1/3 of its members are retired. The Legislative Council size cannot be less than 40 members. Composition of MLCs. Here 1/3 members means 14 members are elected by the MLAs and 1/3 means 14 members are elected by the members who are elected to local bodies. And 1/12 means 3 members are elected from graduates and 1/12 3 members are elected from teachers. And 1/6 means 6 members are nominated by the governor. Here total 40 members are there. And here governor is the first citizen of state. The governor is appointed by the President of India. Next, parliament elections. Next, parliament elections. The parliament is divided into two houses. One is upper house and second one is lower house. The upper house is Rajya Sabha and lower house is Lok Sabha. The members of both houses are called MPs. MP stands for Member of Parliament. The members of Lok Sabha are directly elected by the voters in the country, and the members of Rajya Sabha are elected by state legislatures. The State Legislative Council and Rajya Sabha have many in common. Both are permanent houses. Both the members' tenure is 6 years, and every 2 years 1/3 of its members are retire. The maximum members in Rajya Sabha are 250. In this 250, 12 members are nominated by the President of India. 12 members are nominated by the President of India. In Lok Sabha, 545 seats are there. In Lok Sabha, 545 seats are there. In this, 2 members are nominated by the President of India. 543 seats are directly elected by the voters in the country. In Telangana, 17 parliament constituencies are there. In Telangana, how many constituencies are there? 17. The member of parliament choose Prime Minister. The Prime Minister select MPs to his cabinet ministers. The Lok Sabha members are elect one person as Lok Sabha Speaker. Next, President of India. The president is the first citizen of the country. The President of India elected by the MLAs of all state assemblies and the members of both houses in parliament. Next, Vice President. Vice President is elected by the members of both houses in parliament, and the Vice President is the chairperson of the Rajya Sabha. So, we completed our discussion about local body elections, state assembly elections and parliament elections. Comes under general elections. Come under general elections. Next, midterm elections. Next, midterm elections. Before completion of the 5 years tenure. Before completion of the 5 years tenure, the elections are held in assemblies or parliament called midterm elections. And then next, by-elections. By-elections. When a member of assembly or parliament, resigns or dies while in office, in that vacancy by-elections are conducted. Next, election process in India. election process in India. In this, first the election commission announcement the election schedule, like your exams timetable. The election commission election schedule will be announced, and after that nomination phase. In this phase, the contesting candidates put their nominations. After that, the nominations are scrutinized. The nominations are scrutinized means whether the contesting candidates are eligible or not. The election commission check the nominations. After scrutinizing the nominations, the final list of candidates be prepared, and after that the contesting candidates campaigning in their consciences, and after completion of the campaigning, the polling starts. After polling, the votes are counting and results announced. Next, voting mechanism. In this, on the day of polling, election commission appoints officers to monitor the poll. All the voters whose names are enrolled in the electoral list are allowed to vote. Once you cast your vote, a semi-permanent ink, like this picture, a semi-permanent ink put on your left forefinger. The voting takes place in two ways. Most of the places, an electronic device is used called EVM, used to vote, that is called EVM. EVM stands for electronic voting machine. Electronic voting machine. In this, one side party symbols and candidates names are there, and another side buttons are there. To press button before the candidate's name, cast your vote. Another way, ballot papers. A paper with the candidate's information is given. To cast your vote, a swastik mark stamp is applied. After that, fold the paper and drop into the ballot box. Nowadays, these ballot boxes are very less in use. And next, in this ballot box, some symbols are there. What are these symbols? Why these symbols are used? At the time of first general elections, the majority of the people were illiterates. To avoid this problem, the election commission came with an idea for representing through symbols, for daily life symbols. So this is very helpful to the people to identify the candidates very easily. Okay, then here last look at the picture, nota, a word, nota. What is nota? In the year 2013, the Supreme Court of India introduced nota. Nota stands for none of the above. Nota stands for none of the above. In case if a person does not like to vote any candidate, there is an option with the end of the EVM called nota. Okay, children, all of you clear about the topic? Here is one assignment. There is an assignment. List down all the assembly and parliament constituencies in Telangana. Okay, I am repeating. List down all the assembly and parliament constituencies in Telangana. Okay, children, thank you. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Stay home, stay safe.